Rouen is probably best known as the place where a 19-year-old French girl was burned to a bacon crisp in 1431. It happened a little to the right, down at the end of this square. Here's a church named in her honor, Église Joan of Arch. Look at how the architecture sort of shows the area's Nordic heritage. Inside are these windows that were salvaged from churches that were bombed out during World War II. The old part of the city shows its medieval origin with narrow stone streets. Some are so narrow that a horse and rider can't even get through. There are a lot of half-timbered houses here. It seems that the local limestone was too soft to build a proper building. A lot of them have this cantilever design where the upper floors are larger than the ground level ones. It seems that the houses were taxed according to the square footage of the ground level floor. Notice how the heavy oak beams support the weight of the structure, and between them, the oak beams, is filled with a mixture of stone and straw and pebbles and concrete. There are many churches in Rouen. The Cathedral Notre Dame was painted by the artist Claude Monet over 20 times. Monet was well known for his paintings in a series. He painted the facade of the church at a different time every day. Gothic cathedrals have the same basic floor plan. It's cruciform, that is shaped like a cross. The biggest part is where the worshippers sit, and this is called the nave. Also, there are aisles along the side, and of course there's an altar and the apse. The interior is about 4 stories tall. In this chapel by the aisle, notice how the light comes through the clear glass window. During World War II, the stained glass windows on this side of the church were destroyed. The church was hit by 7 bombs. Here is a rose window. And these stained glass windows tell Bible stories. Here, Claudette looks at some of the statuary from outside, which has been brought inside for a thorough cleaning. This is the altar, and in the foreground you see the final resting place of the heart of Richard the Lionhearted. The rest of his body is buried elsewhere, but his heart remains in Rouen. This is an interesting stairway. Ken Follett's novel, The Pillars of the Earth, tells about the construction of a Gothic cathedral as part of this popular thriller. It was the basis for a television miniseries by the same name. Through this gate, we got back to the street. Isn't it great that this city of over 110,000 has pedestrian-only streets in the historical area? There are many small shops featuring chocolate, pastries, stringed instruments, and other local products for sale. We were looking for one thing in particular, and here it is. The Pottery Shop is just like in the brochure. Here is Madame and Monsieur Auguy, hand-painting their pottery. On this postcard, Alan, Monsieur Auguy, did a small drawing. I showed him how I could draw on my iPod, and he added a drawing there as well. It was a treat to meet the artist who had produced this teapot, which we had shipped home. A few blocks away from the shop, we find the Palace of Justice at Marshall Foch Plaza. This Gothic structure has been thoroughly cleaned through the years to bring it this current pristine appearance. The pockmarks from the bullets of World War II are still visible, though. Further down the street, we found this huge clock. It was installed here on the former City Hall in 1528. Time didn't have to be very accurate in the 16th century. Notice it only has an hour hand. Under the arch pays homage to sheep. Much of Rouen's wealth was based on the wool trade. We enjoyed our visit to the city in Normandy and the English stronghold during the 100 Years' War, but it was time to continue our journey to the northern coast.